Despite being a full-blown smartwatch, in my opinion, the Garmin Venu 2 Plus mainly remains a health and fitness watch. And if you're wondering if it could be a good companion to your gym workouts, then make sure to watch this video till the end. And if you already have this watch, you may also learn a thing or two by the end. So I can guarantee that a lot of people who've never had a smartwatch before may not know that some smartwatches can track their workouts too. And with this watch, not only can you track them, but you can also have an almost completely hands-free tracking experience. What I mean by that is that you can simply go to the apps and activities by pressing the top right button and then selecting strength, and then again pressing the top right button to start the activity. By doing this, you let the watch track your movements automatically on its own, and you don't even need to pause and start again. Well, for the most part. You see, this is not a perfect touchless solution, but in my opinion, it's still a really useful feature that I personally use all the time. You know, maybe you have chalk on your hands and you don't want to make your watch dirty, or some other reasons. But as I said, it's no perfect solution and it doesn't always work right. For example, it might have difficulty counting your reps, pausing and starting, or recognizing certain exercises. And I also noticed that sometimes it counts to a certain number, but then it sometimes, for some reason, it self-corrects itself, like the rep counts go down. Not sure why. In any case, based on my experience, certain exercises like curls, bench presses, pull-ups, deadlifts, and so on are easily recognizable by the watch, whereas other ones aren't. And even then, whether you're doing alternating dumbbell curls or standing barbell curls, the watch will register those as curls. Well, and here's a tip. When you do your set, if the watch doesn't stop the rep counting, then turn your wrist to look at the watch, and many times just doing that does the work and it'll start the rest time. You can obviously always pause to rest or start the next set manually by pressing the lap key or the bottom right key. The beauty of it though is that you can edit all your workouts later on in the app. That means that you can edit the reps, the weight, the exercise itself. You can even remove them or add new ones if the watch didn't automatically detect them. And whether your purpose for exercising is fitness or recreational, there are a ton of preloaded programs on your Garmin Connect app that you can save on your watch and even add them to your calendar. And again, you can easily edit these workouts on the app. So if you find something you don't like in a specific workout, then you can just delete them or edit them. And yeah, so you can review them on the app and check out each exercise one by one for each workout, including the videos of those exercises before you add them to your watch. The other option is to create your own workouts and your own routine from scratch. And when it's done, again, you can schedule them for certain days by adding them to your calendar. For example, here I have created an arms workout. And as you can see, it shows me the primary and secondary muscles involved for those exercises. You can even specify that some of them are just warm-up exercises, and then you can add a rest period and so on. But your target doesn't always have to be based on reps. It could be based on time, based on calories that you burn, your heart rate, or until you press the lap button, which is the bottom right button. You can even add the weight that you have in mind, either manually, or if you want a more scientific approach, then you can set a benchmark for that specific exercise or the one close to it, and then select a percentage of your 100% effort for one rep. For example, you can choose 70% of your benchmark for the first set and then 80% and so on. Then you can see how much exactly you're supposed to lift. You can even add notes for each of these exercises separately. For example, here I'm saying my target is at least 12 reps, but really do it until failure. And you can see this note on the watch as well. The part that's disappointing is that on the Garmin Connect app, you can't really find every single kind of exercise with all the variations that exist. This means when you're editing your workout, you need to find the closest exercise to it. For example, if you do a machine shoulder press and then you come to edit it and you can't find it, you'd probably have to choose the seated dumbbell shoulder press instead. So in my opinion, this is a big missing feature here that I'm gonna ask Garmin to add, and that is the ability to create these names, meaning name of these missing exercises, to your account. And if they do that, this problem will be fixed, because then you can add whatever exercise you want. The other weird thing is that if you choose one of the Garmin's workouts Then every time you finish a set by pressing the lap button, it prompts you to edit the weight and reps on the watch itself, so you don't need to use the app later to do these edits, which is cool. That wasn't the weird part. The weird part is that this feature only exists for their own workouts, not if you create your own. I don't see why this can't exist for both cases. And it would be also really cool if in the future we could do the touchless workout for the preloaded workouts as well, but I doubt that we'll ever see this feature, or at least anytime soon. Last thing you need to know is that you can also edit the activity itself, so not the workout details, but the activity in its entirety. For example, you can add notes, change the type of activity, the amount of fluid that you've consumed during your activity, and so on. Overall, I gotta say that the strength training with the Venu 2 Plus has been great. I've also never had any sudden spikes or drops in the heart rate during these workout sessions. Just be sure to wear the watch snug, and if you normally wear it just slightly loose, I think it would be a good idea to tighten it just one step for the most accurate readings. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I hope you liked and subbed. Catch you guys later.